Welcome everyone to Chelmsford High School's 106th commencement of the graduating class of 2023. My name is Julia Williams and I am the senior class secretary. Would you all please rise if you are able and remove your caps for the singing of the Star-Spangled Banner.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight for the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Everyone please remain standing for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. You may be seated and enjoy the ceremony.
Thank you, Julia. Dr. Lang, members of the school committee, honored guests, family, friends, faculty, and of course, the members of the class of 2023. I'm Steve Murray, principal of Chelmsford High School, and it's my distinct pleasure to welcome you to Chelmsford High School's 106th commencement. Before we start this program, I want to thank a few people for their contributions who make this event possible. Without their contributions of these folks in the planning, rehearsing, and setting up, and executing this event, we wouldn't be able to be here today. So I want to say thank you to the deans, Dean Blagg, Dean McIsaac, and Dean McNeil, to my office staff, Ms. Moreau, Ms. McMenamin, and especially Ms. Wynn, who organized this, the House secretaries, Ms. Travers, Ms. Hughes, and Ms. Mason, Charlie, Chris, and Matt, our custodial crew, Tom Peterson, and a host of other folks from Chelmsford Telemedia, including a bunch of former graduates, Ryan Poisson, Chelmsford Plant and Facilities. I want to thank you, Mr. Sexauer, Ms. Rader, Ms. Camo, our band, color guard, and our singers, and our counselors, the class advisors, Ms. Gadbois and Ms. Schulman. Our entire faculty and staff at Chelmsford High School demonstrate everyday genuine care for our students, our National Honor Society volunteers, and lastly, our real MVPs. I want to thank you, the PTO and the parents who volunteered to organize the after-prom breakfast. Great job, it was wonderful. As you can see from the program, we have several special guests here this evening who spent a great deal of time crafting thoughtful messages to help commemorate this event. So we'd like to get started introducing our Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Jay Lang.
Good afternoon, distinguished guests, faculty, staff, parents, and the Chelmsford High School graduating class of 2023. On behalf of the Chelmsford Public Schools Administration, I would like to congratulate you on your many accomplishments in the classroom, on stage and musicals, plays, and performances, and on the court and field in athletics. I am proud to be your superintendent and to work within a community that places such a strong emphasis on education and developing students to be well-rounded citizens. Today is a special day in your lives and one that you'll remember for years to come. This is also a special day for the Chelmsford Public Schools as we celebrate the 106th commencement exercises of Chelmsford High School. Think about how far you have come from the fall of 2019 when you entered Chelmsford High School as freshmen, a little nervous, yet curious and excited about moving up from middle school, ready to begin the next chapter in your educational journey. None of us knew at the time that later that year, your freshman year, would be cut short due to COVID when all the schools across the Commonwealth closed to in-person learning in March of 2020. It was not the ending to your freshman year that any of us could have expected. Sophomore year was also disjointed with hybrid learning. Some of you elected to remain home for the year and learn remotely, while others split time between home and school so that we could socially distance in classrooms. Junior year saw the start of a return to more normal schooling. However, mask requirements, social distancing, and COVID protocols remained for most of the year. This fall, the start of your senior year, saw a return to school without restrictions. I am thrilled that you were able to have a regular senior year and experience all that comes with that. Attending sporting events, the play, musical performances, dances, and senior events like the banquet prom and graduation here today. You would not be here today without the individuals who helped make it possible. Your teachers, counselors, administrators, and support staff have gone above and beyond to make sure you receive the finest education, especially during these past few COVID years. Our staff, who are second to none, have never worked harder than they have these past few years. You are also very fortunate to have many caring and committed supporters here in the arena today to celebrate your many accomplishments and recognize the young men and women you have become. The mission of the Chelmsford Public Schools is to educate, engage, prepare, and empower well-rounded and knowledgeable learners who persevere through challenges, demonstrate respect and integrity in their words and actions, are dedicated to their community, and display empathy as global citizens while discovering and pursuing their full potential. These are our Pride core values: perseverance, respect, integrity, dedication, and empathy. You certainly have persevered over the last few years, and COVID constrained our educational programs. However, in the end, you will be better for it. You are well prepared and possess the knowledge and skills necessary to be successful in the next chapter of your life, whether that first stop be college or career. The world has so much to offer, and you have so much to offer it. Take advantage of the opportunities that are presented throughout your life. Challenge yourself, push yourself to operate outside of your comfort zone. Enjoy life and pursue what truly interests you. The Chelmsford Public Schools have been a caring, safe, and supportive learning environment for you throughout the years. It is time to go and seek the opportunities that await you. I ask that when you leave Chelmsford High School, you continue to push yourself to learn, work very hard, enjoy life, and give back to the community that has supported you and provided you with so much throughout the years. Once again, I want to congratulate you on your many accomplishments. Good luck, Chelmsford High School class of 2023, as you begin the next chapter of your life. Please continue to make us proud. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Lang. It's my pleasure to welcome to the stage the chairperson of the Chelmsford Public Schools School Committee, Ms. Donna Newcomb.
Good evening, faculty, family, friends, and the class of 2023. Values are personal beliefs that motivate people to act one way or another. They serve as a guide for human behavior. Values are influential in the decisions we make and shape our thoughts, attitudes, and personality. We connect us to the core of who we are. When we use our values to make decisions, we make a deliberate choice to focus on what is important to us. Perseverance, respect, integrity, dedication, empathy, these are the values of the Chelmsford Public School system. As you grew from elementary school students to the graduates of today, they acted as guideposts. These school values played a role in your development as you navigated your way during the past 12 years. Values are usually fairly stable because their formation begins early in life, but they don't have strict boundaries or limits. As you move through life, your values may change because evaluating your beliefs is a lifelong exercise. Life can be much easier when you acknowledge your values and beliefs and you make decisions that honor them. As graduates, you will decide what your values are and use them to guide your actions as you go forward in your education, employment, relationships, and community. Use them to create a future you can be proud of. To the class of 2023, I wish you a lifetime of success, happiness, and peace. Congratulations.
Good evening and welcome all families, students, and staff again to our 106th commencement. And once again, welcome to Superintendent Lang, Assistant Superintendent Hirsch, the school committee, staff, and our special guests. Before we get started, I want to take a moment and recognize some special staff members. First, Ms. Lauren Cochran. Ms. Cochran is retiring at the end of this school year. Ms. Cochran started teaching at Chelmsford High School in 1997. She's a true rock star. She taught improv classes, drama classes, and music classes. What she's most known for is being the director of the Theaters Guild, the Children's Play, and the One-Act Play. Over her many years, her productions received countless awards ranging from acting, set design, and script writing. She made Chelmsford High School performances the quality of many Broadway shows. Whomever replaces Ms. Cochran will have huge shoes to fill. But fortunately, Ms. Cochran won't be going far. She's now been hired as the director of the Chelmsford Center of Arts, so we have a great partnership with her. I'd also like to recognize Ms. Diane Cogliano, who's retiring at the end of the school year as well. Ms. Cogliano has been an art teacher at Chelmsford High School since 1999. She loved teaching art, and she loves the challenges of teaching art to a wide range of students. Cogs, as the students affectionately call her, was always up to the challenge. She created new courses in her unending mission to support the interest of all her students. Ms. Cogliano is one of the main reasons why our visual arts program is spectacular. In keeping with the spectacular theme, Dr. Dan Rosa is retiring as well. Dr. Rosa started in Chelmsford in 1993. He was the lone clinical psychologist in the school system. Dr. Rosa created a student model unlike any other model in the public schools of Massachusetts. He created a partnership with Antioch University. Through this partnership with Antioch and through his vision, Dr. Rosa was able to attract other like-minded, student-centered clinical psychologists to work in Chelmsford. Chelmsford became the place for clinical psychologist interns to work, grow, and master their art. Our district benefited from this in so many incalculable ways. Now, due to his efforts, Dr. Rosa's labor of love resulted in Chelmsford Public Schools having 11 clinical psychologists working in the district, 7 doctoral students from 5 different universities working with students, families, and staff. Dr. Rosa was talking about social-emotional learning before SEL became the buzzword. He's become a resource for thousands of students, their families, and our staff. Dr. Rosa will be missed, but his mark on our district will never be forgotten. Students, can we give a huge round of applause, please, to Ms. Cochran, Ms. Cogliano, and Dr. Rosa. Last but not least, Dean Josh Blagg. Although he was hired at the end of the last century, he's not retiring. Instead, Dean Blagg will be the principal of Parker School next year. Dean Blagg bleeds maroon and white. Other than former principal George Simonian, I do not know of any other staff member who is as passionate about Chelmsford High School as Dean Blagg. Dean Blagg loves every aspect of Chelmsford High School. He loved the daily interactions with students, and he was a great and needed source of help and inspiration for many. What I valued most about Dean Blagg was that regardless of the complexity of the situation, Dean Blagg always asked, what is best for students? He always put students first and students above self. And in doing so, he revamped our student mentoring program many years ago. He also started the Senior Capstone Project, in which seniors would spend the last 6 weeks of their school interning in a business of their interest. This is the ideal school and community partnership. He created the Pride Awards, which is the sole focus was to recognize students for their work and contributions in our school community and the community around us. I had the distinct pleasure of working with Dean Blagg back in McCarthy many, many years ago, and so fortunate to be working with him for the past 8 years. Even though I'm sad to see him leave CHS, I'm relieved to know that he'll still be in the district mentoring staff and working with future Chelmsford High School students. We will miss you. I personally will miss you. Everyone will miss you. You have done so much for me, the staff, and the school. Students, can we please give a huge round of applause to Principal Josh Blagg. And now the real stars of the show, the class of 2023. Oh. I'm filled with profound sense of pride and hope. You spent years studying, growing, and preparing for this moment. And now it's time to embark on your next chapter. But before we do, let us reflect on the impact you had at both Chelmsford High School, the community, and the world. When I think of Ms. Cochran, Ms. Cogliano, Dr. Rosa, and Principal Blagg, I think of 4 people who made a difference in their department, their school, and the district. And it made me think of you. You too have made a difference in the school, and the community, and the world. You held another great student leadership conference this spring. You donated clothes and shoes to a town in Columbia. You raised money for the Paul Center and the Chelmsford Food Pantry. You purchased gifts for students in the House of Hope, and our Eco Club started a composting program in an effort to reduce unnecessary waste in our landfills. You raised money for the Red Cross Relief Services, and you sponsored a clothing drive to support Katie's Closet. And you raised a ton of food on a short notice to support McCarthy's Project 300. And your last act of kindness was a very thoughtful gift that you'll hear about a few hours from now. These are only some of the activities that your class started and supported. I'd like to go on in the countless other ways, but I want to stay on schedule so you get your diplomas across the stage here at 8 p.m. Each and every one of you in this class possess a unique set of skills, talents, and passions. You have the ability to make a difference, to shape your future communities, and to leave an indelible mark on the world. As the Dalai Lama said, anyone who thinks that they're too small to make a difference has never tried to fall asleep with a mosquito in the room. Anyone can make a difference. The challenges we face today, whether it be climate change, social injustice, technological advancements, it all requires bold and compassionate leaders like you to step forward and create meaningful change and to make a difference. And remember that making a difference, it starts with small actions. It begins with the kindness we show to one another and the empathy we extend to those less fortunate. As Gandhi said, be the change that you wish to see in the world. So use what you've learned over this past 12 years of your schooling to inform your choices and to inform your decisions. Making a difference extends far beyond our chosen professions. It is actively engaging in communities, advocating for justice, and standing up for what you believe in. It is about championing inclusivity, diversity, and equality. It's about using your voices to speak out against injustice and working tirelessly to create a world where everyone has the possibility to succeed. Making a difference can be challenging. You'll face setbacks, obstacles, and moments of doubt. It is in these moments that you display what Dr. Lang and Ms. Newcomb said, is your pride. It's your perseverance, respect, integrity, determination, and empathy. And it's in these moments that you demonstrate your ability to adapt, to do not be deterred by obstacles. Jimmy Dean said, "I can't change the direction of the wind, but I can adjust my sails constantly to reach my destination." So keep adjusting, keep changing, keep moving forward, and bring your communities along. That is what making a difference means. Lastly, let us remember the support and encouragement you received from your loved ones, friends, family, and staff members, and use what you learned to continue to make a difference. Congratulations on this great achievement. All of you should be proud. We're proud of you. And as much as Chelmsford High School is a comprehensive high school program that offers a quality 21st century skills, it is really led by our students. And our student speakers today more than exemplify this tradition. So it is my pleasure to introduce our first speaker, who is also doing double duty. The next speaker is not only our salutatorian, but it's our class president. And we're not going to be cruel and make him do 2 speeches, so he'll do 1. So I'd like to introduce to you the class of 2023 salutatorian and your class president, Martin Coleman.
Good afternoon, administration, CHS staff and faculty, families, friends, and distinguished guests. Welcome and congratulations to the Chelmsford High School class of 2023. Thank you for being here today to support and celebrate our incredible graduating class. First, I'd like to thank the people that have made the truly special experience that these past 4 years have been possible. To Principal Murray, your endless work to help our school thrive, coupled with your contagious positivity, makes CHS a wonderful place to be. Your dedication to our community, in addition to your impressive juice box collection, will never be forgotten. Thank you. To Dean McIsaac, Dean Blagg, and Dean McNeil, we thank you for always keeping our best interests in mind as you hold us accountable while guiding us to success. CHS staff and faculty, we thank you for always being there for us, facilitating our growth, and filling the building with amazing role models to look up to. To Julia, Josh, Jonah, Madame Veronica Gabois, and Mrs. Lauren Schulman, thank you for all the laughs and memories we've made this year, and for being a team I can count on for truly anything. Your tireless work does not go unnoticed. And to all the parents in the building today, we thank you from the bottom of our hearts. Your continuous support and guidance throughout our upbringings has made the bliss of today possible. To my mom and dad, here we are. Mom, thank you for introducing me to the beauties of life and showing me what passion is. Dad, my voice of reason and fun, we're a long way from lightsaber battles in the backyard. That being said, if you want to have one later, I'm totally down. Thank you for being my mom and dad. To my older sister, Jenny, thank you for reading thousands of my essays over the years and for always being there for me. And to my younger brother, Brody, I can't wait to see the successful and incredible young man you become. Now, you all in the maroon over there, don't think I forgot about you. Throughout the past 12 years, as a family, we've watched each other grow from the ground up. And at CHS, we've seen each other flourish. So, I think it's only fair if we take a moment to mention some of our class's greatest accomplishments. Our football team had an incredible season, going 9-3, including the playoffs, in which Chelmsford High hosted a home playoff game for the first time since 2013. Yeah. An amazing a cappella group of ours, the Crescendos, placed 3rd in the International ICHSA Wildcard Competition. Our class took the initiative to bring McCarthy's Project 300 food fundraiser to Chelmsford High, resulting in an additional yield of an imperial ton of several thousand non-perishables donated to local food banks before Thanksgiving. We would be here into next week if I listed all the amazing things that members of this class have done. But I have a haircut on Tuesday that I can't miss, so sorry everyone, I'll have to toss that part. In all seriousness, I think the aspect of our class that makes us truly unique is not how we operate in times of victory and success, but it's how we conduct ourselves in times of challenge, adversity, and demoralization. When we entered the building as a class for the first time in 2019, we knew not the challenges that awaited us, both personal and collective. But we met those challenges with nothing short of ferocity. We are a class of warriors, and not just in the lunch line. In terms of challenges, for the sake of examples, I'll share a small favorite of my own. It was freshman year at my very first speech and debate tournament when I sat down on a ledge outside and split my pants. As horrified as I was, I had to deliver my speech on cybersecurity 3 times in front of audiences and judges with a gaping hole in my dress pants. Though enduring embarrassment, I left that tournament stronger. Hey, it builds character, my dad always says. Sometimes in life, when you're blindsided by hardship, you have to keep speaking confidently despite that giant hole in your dress pants that everyone sees. I encourage you to reflect on the times you've been tested and challenged. Remember the times you've had to get up and fight after some of the hardest falls in your life. And remember the times you've helped someone else recover from their own falls. Remember how you found the eye of the storm and became stronger as a result of it. Though these transformative moments are key, I encourage you to think back on your experience at the high school, not only for the profound ways it has altered your life, but also for the little things, like seeing a wandering Jeffrey Chen somehow appear in every one of your classes. Maybe even the painful sound of Josh hammering on the xylophone every morning on announcements. Remember the jokes you laughed at until you cried with your friends. Remember the thrill of that one game, PR, or performance. These moments will stay with us forever. As we move into this next era of our lives, we will keep and apply the strength and wisdom that we built here together. Like I said earlier, our community here is a family. And families don't last for 4 years. They last forever. The journeys that await us will have no shortage of challenges. But now, whether you realize it or not, we are well equipped to face them head on. In times of darkness, we may feel isolated, but remember that we will always have each other. So let us enter this next era in our lives, confident in our ability to endure. Everything worth doing will undoubtedly have a wealth of tests and challenges. And knowing you all, from pilots to authors, engineers to educators, I cannot wait to see the ways in which you will leave your mark on this world. Thank you for being the best family I could have ever asked for over these past 12 years. I love and am proud of each and every one of you. Congratulations.
Thank you, Marty. For the presentation of the class gift, please join me in welcoming to the stage the class treasurer of the class of 2023, Josh Boot.
Good afternoon, class of 2023, and good afternoon, everyone. Graduates, we did it. After 4 years of hard work, stress, and happy memories, we have finally reached the end of the road. But it's important to note that our lives aren't one-act plays. So let's not stop here and be sad in the memories of high school. Let's move forward with excitement in our futures, filled with promise and success. I know all of you will accomplish great things in life, but one thing we all have to remember is the people who helped us in the journey. Which is why I would first like to acknowledge all the people who worked hard for us to be here right now. I know they're going to be thanked many times today, but for all that they've done for us, they deserve it. Thank you, Principal Murray and the deans, Dean Blagg, Dean McNeil, and my own dean, Dean McIsaac. You guys have supported us and have been the strength and driving force behind our school and have put many, many hours to ensure an outstanding high school experience for us. Without you, these last 4 years could not have been more successful, and we, the class of 2023, couldn't be more thankful for everything you guys have done for us. To our guidance counselors, thank you for always being available to us as people we can talk to about anything and any time, and helping us plan for the next couple years of our lives. And a special thank you to Mrs. Orsini, my guidance counselor. Thank you for guiding me for the last 4 years. You're truly the best. Marty, Jonah, Julia, thank you guys for always being the best class officers I could ask for, but also being some of my best friends. Without you guys, this year could not have turned out the way it did, and I would not have asked for any other officers. And that being said, Julia, me and you better be the next treasurer and secretary of UMass Amherst 2027. Though not many people saw the effort and commitment you guys put in, I did. I saw the stress, the hard work, and the dedication you guys put into our class. And that's why you guys are the greatest. And I'm gonna miss working, laughing, and yes, even crying with each and every one of you. Also, thank you, Madame Gabois and Miss Shulman. You guys literally put everything you had into our class, and we very much appreciate it. This class could not have asked for any other class advisors, and no one could have matched your love and your support. Next, I would like to thank all the teachers, families, friends, and coaches who stood with us in all of our highs and our lows. You guys are the reason each and every one of us here today has a bright future ahead of us, and without you guys, we wouldn't even be walking on this stage. I'd like to personally thank my family. Mom, Dad, thank you guys for being the most supportive and loving parents. I wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for you guys, so truly, thank you. To my sister, Krish, thank you for being the guiding force. Thank you for being my guiding force through high school. You have been the best and most supportive sister. And lastly, and most importantly, I want to thank you, the class of 2023. You guys are the spirit of Chelmsford and the reason our class has had such a successful year. Thank you all for showing your passion and support at all of our events, such as our dances, House Olympics, and all of our fundraisers, including an outstanding senior week. And even though we have to leave CHS today, I know none of us are going to forget this school, and this school especially is not going to forget us. The Chelmsford High School Class of 2023 gift is a way for us to leave our mark. This way, we can leave behind our legacy and show future classes our commitment to our community. As many of you know, there's a preschool within the high school walls, the Lions Pride North Preschool. Some of you may even have interacted with the preschool kids through electives like early childhood. We believe that at such a young age, you must be surrounded by a positive environment. And when we see the playground outside the Lions Den, I think we can all agree that it could use a couple upgrades. These kids are the future of the world. Whether they become lawyers or entrepreneurs or even go to serve our country, they deserve only the best environment in their young lives. And this is why the class of 2023 is going to do its part to help these kids have a positive environment around them. Our class gift will be a donation of $5,000 to the Lions Pride North Preschool to build a brand new playground for the kids to give them what they deserve. And so, they can have a happy and enjoyable childhood and soon grow up to walk this very stage just like us today. From the class of 2023 to everyone in this arena, thank you for giving us the opportunity to help out such a great cause. And thank you for the best 4 years of high school any of us could have ever asked for. Thank you.
Thank you, Josh. I'd like to introduce at this time Marty to talk about the gavel for the.
Though it is time we must say goodbye, it is only the beginning for the class of 2024. It is beyond doubt that the next senior class is in great hands. From the short time I've witnessed Rohan as class president, he has shown himself as a leader with honor and integrity, which has been the hallmark of this position over the past decades. It is my honor to pass the gavel to the class president of the class of 2024, Mr. Rohan Madhukumar.
Thank you, Marty. Y'all did it. All of you made it. 4 years, heartbreaks, drama, AP tests, and MCAS filled. Oh yeah. Can't forget about COVID now. But you all have a bigger, even more rigorous challenge ahead of you. And those of you in the audience already are experiencing it. Harder compared to history class. Harder compared to walking through the halls of CHS for 4 years. It's known as life. I myself know it, and so do the deans, and so does Principal Murray. You all are going to change the world. I have to thank the class of 23 for all the memories they helped us make. Shout out Rain Lee. All the falls they helped us back from. All the dances they made go crazy. All the games that they went absolutely feral at. They taught us how to be adults as well as how to be kids. And I have to hand it to you, 23. Y'all were damn good at screaming your lungs out at pep rally. On a real note, you all have demonstrated fearlessness in fighting through adversity and still managing to succeed no matter the setback. I noticed each and every one of you fight your hardest during COVID, rebuild during your junior year, and absolutely flourish during your senior year. Each and every one of you are the heart and soul of Chelmsford High, and I am more than just happy. I am elated at the fact I had an opportunity to meet you all. Understand that no matter how far you may go, remember home. Remember the maroon walls that built the foundation of your future. Marty, Jonah, Julia, and Josh, I commend you all for the multitudes of hours you spent to improve the walls inside of CHS. I am more than honored to have the opportunity to continue the legacy you all are leaving us here with. The amount of perseverance you four have shown throughout this year is extraordinary, and I assure you, me and my class officers will hold up the high standard you're leaving here with. All in all, when you wake up tomorrow, you are going to be free of our extraordinary town, free of school, free of innocence. However, as the responsibility of adulting approaches you all, each and every one of you will be tested if you are ready. And there may be failures. There are going to be failures. But with every failure, there is a lesson, and that lesson will last generations. That's all from me this year. Y'all go do it. Go change this world.
Thank you, Marty. Thank you, Rohan. The valedictorian is a position of supreme honor. As the highest achieving student, the title valedictorian represents the student who's excelled over a 4-year period in every aspect of their studies. So it's my pleasure to introduce to you this year's valedictorian, Pratik Mutaji.
On this special day, we're here to celebrate and praise what we, the Chelmsford High School class of 2023, have accomplished as a community over the past 12 years. Be it winning the big game, passing that one test that you forgot to study for, or even surviving the daily lunchline warfare, we did it together as a family. And I'm infinitely thankful and appreciative to have been a part of that family and to get to know you all. Looking back, I fully believe that our class is truly legendary. In establishing countless clubs and setting a plethora of sports records, we changed the shape of CHS and the classes that follow us. And as an esteemed businessman once said, I am the one who knocks. This quote reflects our proactiveness and resilience, as we are the ones who knock. We're always one step ahead, breaking down doors and taking the initiative to accomplish anything that we set our minds to, hence the endless accolades that characterize our class today. And consequently, when underclassmen strive to beat their rivals in the playoffs or get into a top college, they're going to remember the names of who did it first and look up to our success, furthering the growth of our CHS community. However, with this idea of growth, it's important to recognize that our journey does not stop here. Frankly, it hasn't even started. Your accomplishments today stem from the effort that you put in, and don't let that flame burn out just yet. We are entering the real world now, and with that comes some real, rough challenges. But to combat these hardships, I challenge you to stay true to yourself. Of course, become more open, meet new people, and absorb diverse experiences and perspectives. But when things go off track and you face difficulties, whether old or new, trust your values. While we are still growing, we got through 4 rigorous years of high school because we have an understanding of ourselves. And just because we're off to a completely new place doesn't mean that we need to abandon our old, dependable ways to succeed. In a fast-paced, ever-changing world, sometimes we really do overlook conventional, tried-and-true ways of growing and maturing. Nevertheless, I understand that many of us might not have the personal confidence to meet these challenges. However, remember that you are never too smart to be confused. It's okay to say, I don't know, as long as you accept this confusion, falling back on the people you trust or even the new people that you will come across and reaching out for assistance. Now, you might be thinking, this can be so hard for young adults and it's easier said than done, and I get that. But if there's anyone I know that can overcome anything, it's all of you. The world needs people like us, people who exemplify grit and humility. And through these qualities, I am confident that we will make humanity shine. But even when we soar away into our new worlds, it is paramount to remember us, the class of 2023, the family that we're leaving behind. When we step outside after today, we'll very soon be saying our goodbyes. Goodbye to the person whom I've been eating lunch with for over a decade. Goodbye to the teacher who brightened my dreary days. And goodbye to acquaintances who made tedious classes fun, even if I may never lap with them again. Recognizing how crushing this realization may be, I hope that you will never say goodbye to the story that we've helped form for each other. Because truthfully, we have built each other. When I look amongst you all, I see lawyers, I see police officers, and engineers. But I also see psychologists who studied for chemistry class with nurses, and financial analysts who peer-reviewed essays for architects. And in seeing this, I've come to appreciate our class's integration of diverse passions and perspectives. While all of our individual backgrounds and interests vary, we are welcoming to one another, manifesting the incredible qualities that we see among our classmates within ourselves. So when you share these final moments with each other, at the conclusion of this ceremony, seeing those tears drip and smiles shine just one last time, I urge you to remember what your peers have done for you, whether directly or indirectly, to make you the person that you are today. Personally, I'm infinitely grateful for the entirety of this class, and I would also like to thank my mom and dad, extended family, and friends for their continuous support for me throughout this long, unpredictable journey. There's absolutely nobody else that would have built me into a better person today. And I would also like to thank the entire CHS faculty and administration for their endless investment in us as individuals, always pushing us to grow and to succeed. I'm deeply honored and extremely humbled to be this year's valedictorian, and I'm so proud to walk the stage among all of you today. Best of luck, class of 2023, with wherever you are going and whatever you may accomplish, and let's make Chelmsford and all who gave everything to us proud. Thank you.
Thank you, Pratik. Please join me as I welcome this year's Vice President of the Class of 2023, Jonah Abraham, to introduce our faculty speaker.
Good evening, everyone. I'm honored to be representing the class of 2023 as your Vice President, as well as introducing this year's commencement speaker. Wow, class of 2023. Take it in, we graduated. Despite every setback and challenge, we made it here today, a feat that is nothing short of incredible. When writing this speech, I actually went back and watched the past 4 years of Vice President speeches, and every one of them said word for word, our class is the best. But let me tell you, they were all wrong, because our class truly is the best. But it was not just us, the students, that made this class incredible. It was our parents, our siblings, the teachers that guided us, the counselors that advised us, and the faculty as a whole that supported us. So thank you, everyone. I know that all of you will go on to do outstanding things in life. So as you guys embark on your new journeys, I want to leave you off all with a message, a sidebar, if you will. Life is fragile. Things can change at any moment, whether you wish for it or not, for better or for worse. However, life is not long enough for a reason. This finite amount of time we have here on this earth is precisely what makes our lives so incredible. The fact that we're all doomed and everything will come to an end is what makes us so special, and is why we must live our lives with meaning. Do not put your values in invaluable things. Money is not a god, and there is more to life than occupation. So as life passes by, please live it with meaning. Do what sets your soul on fire, and make sure you stop running every once in a while to look around and enjoy the journey. Now, on a different note, let's talk about this year's commencement speaker. This year's commencement speaker is an extraordinary person. Whether in his classroom or working hard at his real estate firm, Mr. Whitty always puts forward 100% effort in everything he does, all while keeping his particularly sarcastic sense of humor. Mr. Whitty's extreme drive and passion for teaching affected me personally, as he was my geometry teacher sophomore year. If you know me, math is far from my strong suit. However, Mr. Whitty made the class exceptionally fun and entertaining. Beyond his ability to explain complex math problems in a relatable and engaging manner, Mr. Whitty has been a constant source of support and encouragement for his students. Whether we were struggling to grasp a new concept or even just facing personal issues, Mr. Whitty always had an open ear, or open door, and compassionate ear to listen and guide us through our difficulties. He not only taught us about acute and obtuse triangles, he also imparted invaluable life lessons throughout my time in this class. And finally, my favorite thing about Mr. Whitty is although we are his students, he treats us as friends. He is always either cracking a joke or purposely mispronouncing my name, well, hopefully it's on purpose, or telling us about some new house closures. And I think that is why Mr. Whitty is more than just a teacher to all of us. So today, Mr. Whitty stands before us not only as a highly accomplished individual, but also as a guiding light, ready to impart his wisdom and guidance to the next generation of leaders, innovators, and trailblazers. His presence here today is a testament to the significance of this moment in our lives and the incredible potential that lies within each and every one of us. So, may this commencement ceremony serve as a catalyst, igniting the flames of ambition, resilience, and determination with us all. Now, thank you, everyone, and can we please give a warm welcome to Mr. Matthew Whitty.
I noticed the beach balls just came out, and I know you have more. Senior 2023, you are here and you are very close. You can see that I will be graduating with you. I have my diploma here to prove it. There are many great traditions at CHS, but there is one that stands out a bit more than the others. And that tradition, of course, is the pep rally. Oh, what a sight this is. Parents, you can't imagine the noise, the chants, the war paint, and of course, the wardrobes. The attire is a cross between Captain Jack Sparrow meets William Wallace in Braveheart. Facts. Parents, I'm certain in your home your child is quiet, reserved, and well-dressed. Parents, I would love to invite you to a pep rally. In fact, why don't we turn this arena into a pep rally? It's time to allow the parents to see their child in action. I think the parents have earned the right to see a glimpse into the pep rally world. Don't you? At the CHS pep rally, the freshmen, sophomores, juniors, and seniors all participate in loud chants. At this time, I will assign everyone a class year. Seniors, of course, you will be the seniors. Parents, you will be the junior class. Teachers, you will play the sophomores. And I'm very sorry, admin, you're going to have to act like freshmen. Like all wonderful school-related events, we must have some basic rules. No touching, and no moving from your designated area. Seniors, please rise if you're able to. Are you ready? Okay. I will start the chant that I've been working on the last few weeks, and you will just repeat the chant. So I start the chant, you repeat the chant. Are you ready? That went better than I thought it would. Now, let's see if we have any competition in this arena. We will combine the juniors, sophomores, and freshmen, because they will not be able to top that individually. In the interest of time, we will have to move on, so please see me at the end of the ceremony to do more chants. Thank you. All right, it's time for some words of wisdom from your professor, AKA me. I have 67 key points that I'd like to share with you, but I only have time for 3. So here we go. The great Barbara Corcoran, the queen of New York City real estate, and Sharkette on Shark Tank, has a few great quotes I'd like to share with you. Barbara says, "You're gonna get kicked in the face. It happens to all of us. It's how fast you recover that matters." Barbara says, "The difference between successful people and others is how long they spend time feeling sorry for themselves." Taking chances almost always makes for a happy ending. So let me give you some examples. You didn't get into your first college choice. You failed a test. You didn't make the sports team. You didn't get the lead in the play. Your teacher told you to work harder. These are all examples of getting kicked in the face. Successful people like you will not feel sorry for themselves. Get up, Get over it and move on. Thank you. The faculty, staff, and admin have received many thanks from you, especially the last few weeks, for letters of recommendation, for supporting you on the athletic field, for supporting you in theater and various clubs, for helping you prepare for a test when you were struggling. Now we want to thank you. You do more for us than you may ever know. Most importantly, you make us laugh. Let me give you a few examples. I had a student many years ago, and one day she came into first period and said, "You know, Mr. Whitty, you've been pretty grumpy lately." She said, "I know what your problem is." I thought to myself, Mr. Whitty, AKA Matt Whitty, buckle up because she is about to drop a solid insult. Facts. She said, "You stopped drinking coffee a few weeks ago, and I think you need to consider picking that habit back up. You will be happier." She was right. The daily comments we receive during the day are priceless. A student asked, "Mr. Whitty, how old are you?" A peer responded, "I think he's 57. Another student replied, "Wow, Mr. Whitty, you are old." Another student said, "Mr. Whitty, your shoes are dripping." My response, "What?" The student says, "Mr. Whitty, drippin' means cool or off the chain." Thank God I know what cool means. Sometimes I would receive the polar opposite comments from students. "Mr. Whitty, you do not match at all. Your shoes don't match your shirt doesn't match your tie, and your tie definitely doesn't match your pants." I can only laugh and know not to be offended, especially since the person making the comment has the bottom of their sweatpants tucked into their socks. I guess Jane Fonda would be proud. Students, you might have to ask ChatGPT who Jane Fonda is. Better yet, please ask ChatGPT to write you a 2-page historical paper on Jane Fonda and her influence in American society. That will probably take a minute. Here at CHS and many public schools across the country, we have an acronym known as SMART goals, which stand for specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and timely. The teachers at CHS have these goals, and I know we meet and often exceed these goals. I want you to have SMART goals, but I want to tweak it, if you don't mind. Glad we agree. I want you to remove the word realistic, and I want you to come up with your fantastic goal that someone else might think is unrealistic. Set big goals and prove people wrong, and prove yourself to be right. Think of your main goal as plan A. Do not have a plan B. As the great Charlie Day, from the creator and actor of the show It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, says, "A plan B will just muddy up your plan A." I happen to agree with Chucky, and why wouldn't I? He is, in fact, a fellow Merrimack College graduate. Focus on your plan A. Attack your plan A. Think of Plan A as the mountain that is located at the center of an island. Your wooden boat is heading that way, and you are the captain. Once you deal with all the obstacles to reach the beach area of the island, jump into the sand and burn the boat. With adult supervision, of course. Head towards the mountain. Give yourself no option except success. Plan Bs are boring. Conquer Plan A. Senior class of 2023, expect to get kicked in the face, recover quickly, take chances, and attack your Plan A. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Whitty. And now the moment you've been waiting for. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my distinct honor to present the Chelmsford School Committee and the Superintendent of Schools, the graduates of the class of 2023, for the conferring of their diplomas. As principal of Chelmsford High School, I have certified that the students before you have satisfied all graduation requirements and competencies as articulated by the Chelmsford Public Schools and the Commonwealth of Massachusetts. Let's get started.
The Chelmsford High School graduating class of 2023, Emerson House, Morgan Marcia Acevedo, Rishi Ajmera, Dean Cooper Allen, David William Barber, Riley Maureen Berry, Sophia Jolene Bethel, Anthony Charles Bognani, Torrance Christopher Borletto McCrae, Caleb Frederick Boita, Grace Ann Campo, Jeffrey Chen, Cooper George Collins, Adriana Rose Couture, Maria Eduarda da Silva, David Lucas Fagundes Damasio, Makai Caleb Dagond, Ethan Joel DeHaan, Ronan Patrick Dowd, Jovanka Nicole Fernandez Torres, Benjamin Michael Fields, Joshua Michael Fields, Dominic Gabriel Flores, Lillian Christine Foley, Madison Bettina Gallagher, Dylan Dean Paul George, Joshua Ethan Gomez, Kevin Tan Ha, Olivia Marie Hall, Sophia Laura Hansen. Samban Thomas Healy. Hope Elizabeth Hebert. Robert Henry Hennessy. Emily Grace Hilton. Nikon Karger. Charlotte Patricia Kennedy. Lily Kampfalaben. Dylan Joshua Knox. Pavlo Kolosov. Tyler James Kotska. Alex Joseph Lafreniere. Victor Lamb. Grace Elizabeth Leary. Arjun Reddy Lingala. Evelyn Louise Lochran. Isabella Madrid. Samuel Michael Malone. Adria Catherine May. John Edward McCarthy. Leah Kate McGuigan. Charles Roy Mercury. Sydney Karen Michaud. Alexis Irene Mills. Joseph Antoine Mitri. Elizabeth Pretty Love Mukisa. Ajat Nagam. Elizabeth Chun Nolan. Jessica Sarah O'Brien. Rachel Elizabeth O'Brien. Reagan Ann O'Leary. Shannon May O'Leary. Tristan Nicholas Paul Oxley. Roshni Rajan Patel. Colby Stephen Peel. Alexa Madeline Petullo. Brielle Olivia Picard. Jack Joseph Poirier. Matthew Ryan Richards. Sophie Anna Russell. Kyokanchana Sam. Catherine Lee San Roma. Maeve Francis Slattery. Kaylin Jean Smith. Molly Catherine Sneeringer. Diana Delarme Snyder. Rachel Kimberly Solomon. Ashley Marie Sorbet. Kyle David Srebnick. Ananya Sripathi. William John Howard Stafford. Erin Elizabeth Stansfield. Stephen Michael Talent. Morgan Lynn Tarini. Sukhpal Tucker. Brett Thomas Trainer. Lena Nyok Tran. Shamoil Mustafa Vade. Sophie Christiane Henri Van Haren. Gabriella Vasilakis. Lasya Vemparala. Neil Nath Verma. Caitlin Mackenzie Walsh. Ryan Christopher Ward. Shreya Reddy Irasu. Hope Zhao. The graduates of Hawthorne House, Narissa Hani Aldaya, Emily Taylor Allen, Micaiah Rain Alto, Victoria Rianne Apostolakis, Alexander Arakelian, Abby Lynn Bailey, Tanya Banerjee, Bryce Ian Batchelder, John Daniel Blaine, Allison Mora Boggio, Andrew Soren Boggio, Alize Bosch, Leah Bosch, Sabrina Nisreen Bootlane, Kartike Tupakumar Brahambat, Christopher Matthew Brothers, Sarah Laurel Bulazak, Shay Wallace Carbonneau, Claire Genevieve Cassidy, Thomas William Colpois, Daniel John Craig, Kenneth Robert Damon, Iranis Sofia de la Cruz Cruz, Eleanor Victoria Damaris, Jonathan Evan Domo, Jack Christopher Dorsey, Lindsay Kate Downer, Zachary Andre Drew, Madeline Helen Dunbar, Jennifer Naomi Eisner, Thomas Kyle Irvin, Natalia Gabrielle Fioricano. Alessandro Gianni Forte. Molly Elizabeth Fox. Carlos Francisco Frias. Jamie Elizabeth Garber. Akila Gare. Leticia Gonsalves. Jana Louise Goodwin. Georgia Thaddeus Graney. Mackenzie Elizabeth Green. Connor James Greeno. Emma Rose Grondin. Ashley Ryan Harrington. Declan Malone Hughes. Caitlin Rico Kamanuma. Dikshitha Kasagani. Aaliyah Bell Katz. Amelia Patricia Kelly. Ryan Patrick Lally. Catherine Margaret Latham. Dylan James Lavin. Bruce Michael Lindstedt. Christy Lopez. Hadassah Shuneman de Cruz Machado. Patrick Ryan Marks. Manuel Michael Marshall. Liam Bradford Martin. Sean Lennon McCarthy. Evangeline Margaret McHale. Leanne Marie McHugh. David Michael McMillan. Isabella Carmela Mirasolo. Megan Waller Mitchell. Pratik Prashant Motagi. Nathaniel David Howe Murray. Abhiram Nisankaravaro. Inshira Tanwa Nkansa. Isaac Tombwe. Danilo Gonsalves Nunez. Maddox John O'Meara. Elias Epaminondas Pamphilis. Cole Desmond Pelkey. Sarah Shifra Perkins. Alexander Scott Perry. Corin Rose Perry. Andrew Stephen Peterson. Leah Allison Phillips. Mansa Praveen. Alex Prue. Jack Edward Richards. Hanya Rizwan. Divya Kishore Sambasivan. Mia Angela Sendelli. Brooke Ashley Sarrow. Sydney Judith Schwartz. Michaela Maria Senna. Remore Jerry Serra. Alyssa Natalia Simon. Emily Elizabeth Souza. Jadis Stratuli. Caleb Samuel Stewart. Emma Nicole Taylor. Arthur Terosian. Ricky Hong Lee Touch. Caroline Ann Tucker. Anna Marie Nicole Tyros. Alexa Glenora Velasquez. John Patrick Walsh. Thomas Joaquin Wetzel. Hannah Lane Woolman. Elizabeth Jane Wood. Connor Regan Young. The graduates of Whittier House. Maya Agarwal. Liam Francis Avery. Noah Andrew Barrio. Allison Marie Bates. Aiden William Bauer. Ryan Christopher Blagg. Owen Thomas Boilard. Isabel Marguerite Boivin. Anthony James Bongiorno. Logan Nelson Boucher. Jacqueline Ann Brennan Barbo. Zachary Roger Brown. Samuel Douglas Byrne. Sharon Chen. Ryan Paul Clark. Madison Elaine Connors. Robert Arthur Cunningham. Alyssa Dang. Guinevere Flavia Daros Gonsalves. William Burt Dorman. Chance Alexandra Druvitz. Carly Elaine Edwards Thomas. Karis Rose Evans. Sophia Elizabeth Ferreira. Liam James Flynn. Kiradine Kadiri. Bren Lane Gillette. Tyler William Good. Braden Leon Gray. Ryan Gerald Green. Jared Mark Guerin. Rihanna Sarah Hanous. Paul Jake Hayes. Georgia Sky Haran. Ava Marie Hubbard. Shaylee Lynn Hughes. Kylie Hope Louise Jacobs. Dennis Johnson. Garrett Cunningham Kelly. Taylor Catherine Kiggins. Aiden Patrick Kirstel. Matthew James Kabrensky. Elijah Matthew Jean-Claude Lafontaine. John Patrick Lewis. Rain Lee. Margaret Elizabeth Lober. Malena Sophia Lombardo. Morgan Elizabeth Lorero. Rishi Madhavada. Hayden Joseph Mahoney. Caitlin Grace Mallow. Sakshi Manchapagada. Kyle Edward Martinez. Michael Quinn McCafferty. Cooper Riley McLucas. Brian Wayne Miller. Ayush Mitra. Tabor James Morin. Brooke Kristen Moulton. Tate Timothy Muir. Thermax Joel Muthuraman. Ruth Waidera Jaguna. Sarah Marie Oakes. Analia Cecilia O'Connor. Elizabeth Chinieri Onyabor. Dylan Kieran O'Riordan. Ella Grace Parks. Eliana Louisa Pereira. Kevo Patel. William Tam Pierce. Taylor Nicole Pauley. Bennett Arthur Prees. Elena Marie Queen. Alyssa Michelle Rivera. Sarah Catherine Rock. Stephanie Haifa Mosquito Rocha. Grace Marie Saba. Alicia Jane Sannon. Santana Sethuraman. Scott Michael Sheridan. Aiden Thomas Sherman. Kriti Singh. Victoria Susan Seops. Laura Emily Solomon. Nicholas Charles Sparunas. Emily Christine Stagnan. Joseph Taylor Stagnan. Nikita R. Sundaram. Joseph William Tays. Natalie Tai. Sakhi Sanjay Tucker. Amanda Tran. Waka Olivia Umaoka. Jackson Dennis Utrecht. Aiden Joseph Wagner. Jillian Watiri Wariji. Jonathan Michael Walsh. Gabriel Thomas Weber. Jansen Agnes Trinity Williams. Keely Vivian Wilson. Alexander Nicholas Wong. Clara Wong. Timothy Wood. Shaylee Emma Wright. Julia Marie Williams. Josh Bhavesh Boot. Jonah Nicholas Abraham. Martin Thomas Coleman.
All right, we're halfway through. For our final closing remarks, I'd like to bring back the class president and salutatorian, Marty Coleman. But before he speaks, I'd like to give some information and directions. After President Marty Coleman concludes the program with the turning of the tassels on the way out, faculty, could you please deposit your robes in the talent room back upstairs? And now, your class president.
Members of the Chelmsford High School graduating class of 2023, please rise. Please grab your tassel and move it from the right side of your mortarboard to the left. Congratulations, class of 2023. We did it.
Congratulations. Thank you. Have a wonderful night.